Hey guys, here's a distinction that will change your life forevermore. There's a distinction between intuition and kin tuition. Let's start with kin tuition first. This is what most people are being driven by, including myself up until recently, and I'm just progressively eliminating kin tuition out of my existence completely, just eradicating it from my mind, from my heart, from my soul, from it running my body. Kin tuition is like kin. Kin is that old word used for family, but I use it in the broader sense. Your kin, your people, the society that you have grown up in, that has enveloped you from the word go, from your first moments on the planet. Indeed, when you're in the womb, the same kin tuition, the same society was feeding your parents, the right, the wrong. Then you came in, and like kin tuition, it's like the religion you grew up in, it's the schooling system you grew up in, it's the healthcare system. It's the mediocrity matrix that just envelops you. It's it's just all of these social systems that people impose their beliefs upon us, to the point at which our own capacity to fly, that we knew we had our own wisdom, we knew we were limitless, we knew that we could not be stopped, we actually slowly but surely gets eroded, and we get put upon by kin tuition, which is the so-called wisdom. But it's bullshit. It's not wisdom at all. It's just the imposed limiting beliefs of the people around you. You've got to be realistic. You got to fit in. No, don't. He's such a dreamer, that guy. Kin tuition. Now, intuition is an entirely different thing. Intuition is that wisdom that you come in with. That when you were younger and you looked at the top of an oak tree and you started climbing because you just knew you would get there. There was unstoppability. You knew you could get to walk. You knew that you'd be able to ride a bike. You knew that you'd be able to run faster than the others. You knew. You just knew. You had an inner knowing of what was right. You had an inner knowing of your unstoppability. And because you had a belief of your unstoppability, everything you did, you could do. And it becomes eroded. But intuition comes as an inner yes. And in the moment when you have an inspiration, there's this thought that comes that momentarily you feel, yeah, I could do that. I could go around the world. Yes, I could do that. I could leave my job. Yes, I could go over and ask that woman out. Yes, I could ask that woman to marry me. Yes, I could, become a singer. Yes, whatever. Add in the gap. There's a yes. From the small mundane to the absolute life changing. But it's all life changing, because when you say yes to something from that intuition, it's right for you. It's in alignment with your inner calling, with your soul, with your heart. Now, the key thing is here, and the distinction I want you to be able to draw so your lives can be changed forevermore, is intuition comes as a yes, as a feeling. Your whole body will feel inspired. It'll feel right. But where most people get caught up is very hot in the heels of that is a tsunami of kin tuition, which is imposed limiting beliefs, and it comes in the form of, yeah, but I don't have enough money. Yeah, but what would other people think? Yeah, but to leave my job at this point, blah blah blah. What about the mortgage? What about the kids' education funds? What about kin tuition? Completely limiting belief systems that have been imposed on you from the moment you came in. Kin tuition does not help, does not allow you, does not support you in living and dying without regret. And that's the whole point of my purpose of being alive, is living and dying without regret, but to speak to people, to educate people, to draw out that which lies within people, which is intuition. And sort of just say, you don't have to do anything from this video, but to say to you that you have this access to this unstoppable spiritual information from within that's in full alignment, and it's intuition. It's an inner yes. So when you recognize those moments, you recognize that thought that feels good, allow yourself to go with it. Recognize the kin tuition, which is the imposed self-limiting beliefs of others, and just, no, screw that, not going to do that. Say yes to the moment, a hell yes to what your mind has proposed is possible for you. Go with that. Go with it completely. Start practicing now with the small things, and then the medium things, and then the big things, and then you're just in flow. You're a non-stop flowing river of going with life. Where Wu Wei, the ancient Chinese philosophy, is just like flow with life. Let yourself be lived by it. as Lao Tzu say. Let yourself be lived by that inner yes to the moment, that inner yes to possibility, that inner yes to happiness, that inner yes to an opportunity, that inner yes to the abundance of the universe, helping you float towards living and dying without regret and achieving and becoming and being whatever you want along the way, and relax into your own perfection. Go with intuition if you want to live and die without regrets. If you want to fit in, kintuition is the way. Your choice, guys. Couldn't care less from my perspective, but I just know my life is floating beautifully, going with intuition, that inner yes. Have a beautiful day. Chat with you soon. Bye bye.